Hello again, another in the series of walk-around videos. I just wanted to quickly go over a few things of maybe the interior or the controls of the car. It has a set of sort of custom door pockets with lids that open, and this custom aluminum trim with a bright door release handle. These are meant to be, sort of evoke the feel of stock door panels that you would find on a long hood car, without actually being those panels or pockets and bins, because they are quite frankly kind of horrible. If you can't necessarily open them when the door is closed. If you leave them open and you slam the door, they'll get caught on the seat and end up being bent. And every car you see, I don't think I've ever seen a car that had a set that sort of looked like they were fitting properly. I just didn't want to go through the hassle of spending many thousands of dollars on inferior aftermarket parts that just weren't going to work, as well as something I could do much more simply and with a bit more style. The early pockets didn't even have a door handle for closing the door. Most people would recommend rolling down the window and using the door frame to close the door instead of grabbing the door pocket, which most people did, to cause no end of trouble as well. Moving along, the interior has been sort of simplified. I explained about how I've tried to keep the finishes sort of a similarity in finish. The steering wheel, the ignition key surround, the headlight knob, releases, the shift knob are all like anodized black or shiny gloss black, like the handbrake lever. I've again tried to create sort of a sameness of all these finishes, including the bezels on the instruments. So there's a cohesiveness to how everything fits together and looks. The steering column was changed to allow the installation of this RSR style steering wheel, which has a dish to it. Later style steering columns are actually much shorter, and they incorporated a energy absorbing mechanism, let's say, in the steering wheel hub itself. Porsche was really adept at creating engineering solutions that were easy to implement. Not necessarily shortcuts, but they did what they had. They were a really small company at the time. They didn't have a lot of engineering resources to just go redesigning things every few years. So this car has an early style metal switchgear that feels much more robust than the later style little bendy arms that came out from way down here and came out and then bended in a Z shape. And they feel really flimsy. That they're fine. And if you don't know the difference, if you've got a later 911, which I had before, I didn't know any different until I discovered this difference, and then I wanted to backdate all the controls, including those, to have the feel of a 911. That extends also to the heater controls, which are different in this car. The main portion of them and their mechanism is made of metal instead of plastic. The glove box door is different and has to be fit to the dashboard, which involved some welding and fabrication. It's not a simple bolt-on. You'll see people leave them off of back dates because it's a bit of work, and they'll just say, well, it's lighter without it. Well, I guess it is, so that's fine. That's it. Just wanted to go over those few things.